But yeah, speaking of time, daylight savings is stupid.
Yeah, I hate
That's
savings.
ending, isn't it? Or is that over?
I don't know, man. It said
Ending daylight
last year
savings
that they
time.
were
Can you
gonna
do
it
that?
was gonna end, but
I don't
I don't know.
understand how there were states not doing it.
I think it's only Arizona that does it.
Arizona's like, fuck you guys.
Arizona is such a weird, crazy state. I feel
Yeah.
I
like
just don't get it.
Well,
it's
here's the thing.
yeah.
Like every time someone explained to me why daylight savings is a thing, it's just like,
Mm.
oh, the farmers. It had to change the time for the farmers because the sun was coming up at different times. Yada yada. It's like farmers get up at the rise of sun. Like it doesn't matter if that is 2
Exactly.
a.m. or 2 p.m. They're getting up when the sun comes up.
See, it's not time that's a construct that we created. It's scheduling. It's trying to put time in a box because that's what humans do. We try to organize everything. And I don't know. I mean, honestly, that's the easiest thing to organize is noticing the sun going up and down every day.
I guess. I mean, after a while, you're just like, why is this round thing keep on coming and going? Like, why doesn't it just stay?
Yeah, how come
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
just like stay all day? It never wants to just hang out all the time. It must have done something bad. Maybe
Yeah,
if we
we'd
kill this
be.
child, it'll
Well,
come
isn't
back.
there places where it never set? It doesn't set for like months.
Yeah, up in
Like it's just light
Like
out.
like the Netherlands, I
Alaska or
think.
something.
Alaska is like it stays dark for like you only get 2 hours of sunlight during like the winter or something.
There's that part
Shit.
of Pride Rock in Africa. Everywhere the light touches is
Oh,
its
right,
kingdom.
right.
Is that based
So
in Africa?
the Lion King?
Yeah.
Nah, it's Detroit. But like
Well,
before,
no,
but
seriously
like
though, do they ever
like
say that?
pre-civilization. Huh?
Okay. Do
Yeah,
they?
it's
I mean,
Africa. It's Africa.
I don't know. I don't think
What do
it.
you
I don't
mean
think
you
they
don't
ever say
know?
it. I
They
don't
don't. I
know.
don't think they have to
I
say
don't
it.
know.
Well, okay, I don't think the animals know they're on Africa. Well, again, okay, here we go. Again, just like time, land is we've labeled it Africa. It's not. It doesn't
Hmm.
belong to anyone. But God damn it! I know it is Africa. Yes, it's Africa. It's a. You know
Okay.
what? You know what? I'll humor you. It's a drawing of Africa. You're right. It's not actually Africa. That is a fictional movie about cartoon lions. You're right. It's technically
Are
that's
hyenas in
not
Africa?
Africa. Yes, hyenas live in Africa.
Okay.
But
Fucking,
did they
I
shoot?
don't know. I don't know.
you ever been to a
Did they shoot the
zoo?
live action in Africa?
All this talk about
That's
bears
a
and
good
gorillas. You've
and
never been to a
interesting
zoo?
question to bring up. Ew, I didn't like that.
All right, yeah, let's get the show started. I love making everybody uncomfortable and then starting the show. Everybody, what's up? Welcome to path number 67 of Mellow Brick Road. Hello, everybody. Van Windsor here. I'm the host. With me, as always, I can't. Oh, I wish my screen. I'm not really in front of you, but it's Trace Windsor over here. If you're watching the video, Trace is next to me, and then on the far side of the bench over there is Mason Greenwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, introduce yourself. Say hello, you fuckers.
I don't like to
I'm
talk in
I'm
first.
Trace. Hello.
Hi, new co-host Mason.
Hi, I'm Mason. Nice to meet you.
There we go. Well, you know what? You're new. You'll get better at this. Don't worry. You're doing great, sweetie.
Death is coming for all of us.
It's my favorite edit right there.
Yeah, that was good stuff. All right. Everybody, we got a pretty crazy path going today. Trace, what's on the path today? What do we got going? What are we starting with?
I want to start with good news that I just stumbled upon.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
This is breaking news. This is a news article that was posted less than an hour ago,
No
Oh,
way, no
wow.
way.
Wow, breaking news.
and you're gonna love this.
This is by the
First,
way, you're gonna this is
Okay.
from days ago.
this is not breaking news, but for
Not
these two
anymore.
gentlemen,
For us, it is. For us, it is though.
Oh,
Is this
okay.
live? Fuck it, we'll
I
do it
feel
live.
like I feel like we're
Oh my
sitting.
God.
I feel like right now. I know if you're not watching this, I always say this, but if you're not watching this, like you're missing out. I feel like we're sitting on a park bench. I feel like I should put a park bench behind us, and we're just like sitting, like kind of like showing, like we're touching
Yeah.
shoulders.
Oh my God,
And
spill the
Trace
tea.
is like showing us like he's reading us a book or something. All right, I'm sorry. Or
No,
showing
I
us the
picked up like a
newspaper.
newspaper or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, the first Bob Ross TV painting ever that was recorded just went on sale for $10 million.
Wow. In
The only
million
bad
dollars.
news is I doubt it goes to his estate because that thing is
Yeah,
a mess.
That's why I'm not too excited right now. I didn't get too
Yeah.
pumped. Who's selling it? Who owns that painting?
Um, I don't know yet, but I was excited by the headline.
Didn't he give those paintings away? Did he sell those that he made on the show?
I bet the show owns
He's
them.
he did like 3 at a time. It was like,
It was PBS though.
or no, maybe he did 2.
Oh no, that's right. He did a before
Not-
recording, and then he would
Yeah.
paint. He had the first painting he did like kind of off camera, and he was looking at that while he was painting on camera.
Yeah.
So he
I think he
kinda
did
knew what he was
3.
doing, which is really cool, really smart.
And it was
'cause
like he
it makes him look like a genius when he does it. It's like, how the
he
fuck does
sold
do-
one.
I mean, he was a.
he-
I mean, I don't know about genius, but he was a very good painter. He
He
was very
sold one, he
kind
kept
soul.
one, he auctioned one, I think, is how it worked.
He gave a
I
lot
don't
of
remember
lessons
though.
and stuff. God, I love Bob Ross.
Good
That's
dude.
awesome, man. I just saw they put his shows back through like circulation on streaming, like a bunch of different streaming sites, and I can't wait to just dive back in. So relaxing.
It is a Minneapolis art gallery. I don't see a name. Oh, Modern Artifact. The owner of the place is Ryan Nelson. He said they have nearly 400 paintings to sell, and he's calling this one the rookie card.
The rookie
Oh,
card.
so
Why would he call it
That's
that?
probably like the most famous one.
It's the first one. I mean, it's the first
what got him
one,
started.
so
Yeah.
it's a pretty one. It's got
I
nice little trees.
I
It's
bet.
got some. It's got a river.
I think
got
we
a
should
little
start
lake.
referring to every artist's first painting as the rookie painting.
The rookie painting.
It
Or
is
the rookie card.
honestly, that's a
I
pretty
like
good
that.
term.
But you
Yeah,
got.
I
I
like
think
that.
you. But I don't think you can do that until you become not a rookie.
Well, that's true, but
But
I
you
mean,
gotta. But like, what is your first painting? Like, what would that
mine
even?
was a snake climbing up a tree.
You never painted anything before that? Like as a
Nothing
4-year-old, like
worthwhile. I mean,
does a finger painting when you're 4 count?
that is
One
on
time-
coasters and coffee mugs at my childhood estate. Thank you very much.
When I was in elementary school, I drew a picture once of uh Pennywise the clown waving,
Oh,
and
I
he
don't
had
like
Freddy
that.
Krueger. He had Freddy Krueger's knife glove hand on. I painted that in art class.
You didn't have a lot of friends growing up, did you?
We moved around a lot.
Uh,
And then I
Yeah.
also painted one of a knife one time. Like it was the knife from Scream.
Remember
Scary
when we
movies
used to?
growing up. I
we
was
used to
I
draw-
loved watching scary movies.
Remember we used to draw Steroid Man?
Yeah,
just a bug.
It was like a
dude.
little pill with like huge fucking jacked arms
Yeah.
and a cape, and we called it. It was a
Yeah.
superhero called Steroid Man.
Man.
Is that kind of
Yeah.
like
Drew that
the
a
pill
lot.
guy from Osmosis Jones?
I love that. Dude.
Oh
That
my
guy's
gosh,
hilarious.
I haven't thought about that in a while.
I love
That's a
that
good movie.
That's a
It's got
really
Bill
good
fucking
movie.
Murray in it.
Holy.
That does that. He's the terrible.
He's the
hygiene
body.
guy. He's the body. Yeah, he
He's
takes
the god.
terrible care of himself. He's terrible. Terrible Bill Murray.
Yeah, how old is he
Wow.
supposed to be in that movie? Because I've just
Ooh.
been kind of following his path. I feel
Molly
like.
Shannon's in that movie. I think
I
she's the
don't
teacher
know
of the
who
daughter.
you just said.
Molly Shannon.
You're correct.
I know Molly Ringwald.
Lawrence Fishburne.
You know Molly Shannon. Come on, Ugly Betty.
I haven't seen the show. The main actress in Ugly Betty.
Is she Ugly Betty? No,
The
no,
main-
no.
I don't
Superstar. Superstar.
Yeah,
What-
Superstar. You're right. You're right.
Wait,
Superstar.
the main character in that? That's her
Yeah.
name.
Molly Shannon, I think, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you're correct.
I love her.
Because there's a
My
part
bad.
and there's a
I
scene
feel
where
so
Bill
bad
Murray.
now.
Because I love how Bill Murray has like a big zit on his head, on his forehead.
Yeah, that
and
was
he's at the school, and
nasty.
that's really cool because it's like those are like the underground clubs where all like the viruses and like the bacteria hang out, and then he blows it up with that grenade, and it like pops and it hits her in the face, which would make me fucking gag. And then there's just like this fucking gaping hole in his forehead from it. It's
Yeah.
so just like it's so gnarly. But every time I pop a zit, I think of that.
I've got some
Yuck.
flyers.
Every time anything happens with my body, I imagine it like I just took a sip of tea and I imagine it like going down and they're gonna like process it in the stomach and it's gonna do whatever it does.
That reminds me, there's an anime called Cells at Work that is similar to that and does a really good job explaining how the human body works.
Dude, Trace, in college, I used to swipe Mason into Plaza for lunch. We would do it every Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was. No, it was like Thursday or whatever, because we would every week it'd be like Monday was Supernatural, Tuesday was Flash, Wednesday was Arrow.
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember
like
those
Thursday
days.
was, and then so like every whatever day it was, that was the last day after they've all been on TV. We would sit at lunch and we would just fucking talk about all of it that was going
Yep.
on.
I remember
Man,
those
that was a
days.
good. I miss going
Gotham.
to. I love just
Gotham was
having.
good.
I think my favorite thing about Mizzou was just having that access to like food all the time like that, because it was
Yeah.
fun to just like go and just hang out at the dining hall. You could sit there forever, especially like
Yeah.
We
bars and
did
whatnot.
too.
And then you just go
Oh,
back in
yeah.
line and get more food or whatever.
Yeah, it was
of
just
that,
awesome.
endless.
Speaking of
Yeah.
getting more food,
You're just
where do you think
leaving?
he's going?
no, I'm sorry, I had a second cup of tea.
Oh, what tea are you drinking?
Well, now it's hair tea because my hair just fell into it. But it's okay because I just took a shower.
I get it because there's hair in it now. That's funny.
This first cup was black tea.
Nice.
And
Good for the lungs.
the second one, this one's chamomile.
I feel like caffeine does not affect me at all. Like I feel like I could drink like an energy drink and then pass out.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
in that same spot. I don't consume a lot of caffeine anyway, but when
Oh,
I do, I
really?
don't feel any different with it.
Oh, see, I drink caffeine all the time, so
I
that's
shake.
Yeah, see, I
shake
I don't
when
drink
it.
coffee at
Like
all.
2 cups a
Really?
day. I'm 2 cups in the morning, and then I like a cup of coffee around 3:30 or 4 if I'm still working.
Mm.
Because I like just like that extra. Because usually around 3 o'clock I start getting sleepy. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock I start getting kind of tired.
Yeah.
Just because I wake up early, and then if I don't want to nap, or if I just like, because if I just like try and stay awake, especially if we have to record, then I'm like, I'm just like sluggish. And I'm like, fucking, why are we even doing this? Oh my God. I need to go back to school. Oh. And then if I drink
What am I
coffee, then I
doing?
forget all of that nonsense. I'm going to tell you guys the story right now. Let me
Uh-oh.
pull it up. I found this on
Uh-oh.
Reddit.
Oh,
I'm nervous.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a story about me.
No. This was posted
Good.
by, and I
I
don't know
don't
who
have any of those.
I don't know who originally posted this. Okay, this is a cross post. I don't know. It's been
Bye, Trace.
posted
Oh, there you are.
a lot of times.
I don't know what happened.
And so, oh man, okay, so it was originally posted on r/drugs.
R/drugs.
Yes, which I don't go into only because sometimes it's very scary stories about drugs. And
Oh.
and so I found it on like Mad Lads or something.
Okay.
And I wanted to try and find like an original poster, and the only name I could find was u/a mac u/a macule 8. So it's like AMACKUL the number 8, right? That's the closest I can get to it. I don't know. There's the
I don't know
name
how to
right there.
spell.
I'm just gonna put it on the screen so it's right there. So here's the story. The title is "I Magnetized My Dick on Meth," and I'm gonna put like a little thing here so people
I
see
don't
how
like
long the
it.
story is. So I'm not gonna show
Well,
it.
I'm kind of curious how he did it.
I'm scared.
All right, here we go.
Well.
It starts off with a lowercase letter, which is never good, and there's no
really?
punctuation. I'm
Oh,
just
I
double
see.
checking. I don't
Okay.
see the very end. There's 4 question marks. The very end.
Okay. Well, let's get into it.
Nothing else. Okay, here we go. Okay. So basically, this morning, after a night of smoking meth, I injected a bunch and ate another decent amount, and then I stuck my dick in a metal tube about 10 inches long, so just long enough that my whole penis would be inside it after I put
Brag
lube
much.
in the tube. Right, I know. Would be inside it after I put lube in the tube so it wouldn't get stuck. And I started sliding it around, and suddenly a magnet I had from taking apart my lawnmower, parentheses, I was in the garage, close parentheses, move move from the table and stuck to the outside of the tube, but it was small. It was a small magnet, so I kept going for another hour before my penis started feeling this weird pressure in the area that was right on the other side of where the magnet was stuck. And at first, I thought that it was a coincidence, but no, it was certainly not, because when I slid the magnet across the metal tube, the pressure moved with it. So I got to thinking and eventually thought up the idea to masturbate by only sliding the magnet on the other side of the tube. So I moved the magnet to the underside of the tube so that the pressure was right where the penis is most sensitive. And I just slid the magnet back and forth until I came. And honestly, it felt like somewhere in between stroking it and getting a mid blowjob. And I did that a few more times
Damn.
over the course of the next 6 hours. And fast
Yeah, he's
forward
on
to
meth.
2 hours ago, I took the magnet off and then started to take the metal tube off, but I stopped with the tube about halfway off my dick because I felt that weird feeling when you are in the middle of pulling two magnets apart. And just as I suspected, when I let go of the tube, it just slid right back onto my penis. And it kind of freaked me out, but I eventually took the tube off and put my pants on. But the metal zipper is just pressing against my cock through my underwear and is making a really weird looking indent in my pants. And I've been trying to stay away from metal objects. So what the fuck should I do, Reddit?
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What the fuck?
I couldn't see your guys' faces that entire time. I have no idea.
That's pretty impressive, I feel like. I feel like that's kind of hard to do. So
Does
good
meth
for him.
melt your brain? Because I feel like I'm
Meth
on
is
meth
like
right
Adderall
now.
times 10.
Yeah,
Like, I think it
Jesus
just keeps you
Christ.
you
up.
definitely
Like,
masturbate a lot, I hear.
yeah, I mean, I think your
Jesus.
mind is just going like a mile a minute or a mile a second. It's just like
I
you're
don't have
just
any other
constantly.
updates on that story, by the way.
That's
No,
crazy.
yeah, no, he
A
didn't
lot
add
of
to it, no
people,
edits.
I don't believe so. It was a lot of people.
Jesus.
But like, I still don't understand
Like
how
it's
he
just
did
people
it.
going like, this man has a moral allergy to commas. He's got
Hey
to be
man,
high still.
nice
This one long
story.
sentence.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't have a
yeah.
dick, but I know how magnets work. This is not how magnets work. Dude needs to get off meth. And then someone said, you don't have a dick. So what do you have? Then someone sent a link to the Wikipedia page for women. And, Reddit just kind of goes from there. It's a cesspool.
So everyone stopped giving a shit
Yeah,
essentially
no
after the
one
third
cared.
comment.
No one seemed to really care about this guy at all and his
Well, no,
magnetized
I
dick.
mean,
He should go on that Stan Lee Superhumans show.
oh yeah.
You should get that
R.I.P.
Wow, it's
rubber.
been a while since
You should
that
get that
was
rubber
out.
man to interview him.
Yeah,
and
man.
try
Because
and
like I
figure
feel
it
like
out.
to magnetize something, you have to have two magnets.
How would
Yeah,
you?
but
for him,
it's
though.
How would you use a metal dick or a magnetized dick to fight crime? Like how could you possibly use that to fight crime? Do you
I
think?
think you're going to be more of a villain at that point because you're going to be Robin.
Okay, how would you cause crime with a magnetized dick? What would you do with it?
Well, I would break in
I would
somewhere,
say
but like stick them up. I'm already
you'd
in.
be
And then I'd just
you'd
grab all the
Take
all the
Viagra
jewelry.
before you go in.
Yeah. Nobody move. I'm
you'd
on
be
2 blue pills.
Nobody move.
Magneto's sidekick.
Grab your weapons, and you're
Yeah.
like, huh,
Dickwad.
I'm not holding anything. Ching, ching. And you take like their guns like fly out of their hands, and you go. Dum, dum.
Yeah, maybe you can cause like a repulsion so you can shoot stuff off. Like you have rings, like it's like the 10 rings, but it's 10 cock rings or something. And then you just
You basically have all of Magneto's powers, but just on your penis.
that would
On your
kind of
penis.
suck.
So
though.
you're just running around naked? Or are you wearing
no, you have a
suit with a
zipper.
hole?
No,
Yeah,
you're
you
wearing
gotta
an
Okay,
entire.
your
wear
zipper's
an
always down.
entire gimp suit, but just
Oh, no.
the dick is open.
Yeah.
Not the balls though.
Yeah.
Just the dick.
Jesus criminy.
It just sticks out like an elephant trunk. And then it.
Well, maybe yours, but
Well, yeah. Well. Yeah. Well.
Mm.
Hey, having
some have it, some don't.
Speaking of my huge cock, Trace, didn't you say you had a
What?
story about people
Whoa.
overeating?
Yeah, but what the fuck was that segue?
That's what it
Um,
was. It was a fucking genius segue, is what it was.
It was good. Great job. You're doing great, sweetie.
It's all these
Um,
right here, baby. It's all these.
God, I have totally
Mushrooms.
lost my train of thought.
Uh,
Oh yeah. I saw a thing about it wasn't really a story or news article or proven scientifically at all, but somebody came up or had
Good lead up.
laid out the idea that humans are um, wired to overeat because of our ancestors, like, you know, having to kill an animal. And if you didn't kill an animal or find edible berries, you're probably going to starve to death. So, like, we wouldn't eat for days at a time. So then when we did have food, we were prone to overeating it. And I was like, oh shit, maybe that's why I eat two peanut butter jelly sandwiches at 11 o'clock.
No, that's
Because,
because they're good.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
so fucking
They
good,
are
dude.
good. They are so good.
Our nephew the
Mm.
other day, we were like, hey, do you want strawberry or grape? And he goes, both. And dude,
He's an innovator.
Are you like
it was
hang
so
on,
good.
hang on. I'm gonna put a stop to this right now because yes, I was there when this occasion happened, when this like spectacle
Hmm.
happened.
It's a
And
miracle.
so are you like Trace? Are you legit saying right now that you are amazed that he asked for both? Like that, like is legit. Like you and mom are like,
I'm
what is he thinking? Is he
well,
insane? Like, are you like actually thinking that?
at first it was the like pandering to him of like, whoa, dude, you want both? You're crazy.
Yeah.
one's
And then I
asked for
made
that
it
in years.
and then I made it myself because I'd never done that. I'm a grape guy. I just do grape and I'll have
Yeah.
strawberry,
Sad
every
man.
once in a while.
No man,
I
I like to
mixed them.
mix. I don't see barriers, man.
Dude, I mixed them and I'm like, oh, this is like actually game changing.
It's
I
too
went to the
sweet. If you
store
do two, it's too
and got
sweet.
strawberry jelly, so now I have both.
You should
So
put them
Do you
yeah,
both.
do
I'm
like a
You
do you
should get
do
a
like a triple
big
decker?
jar.
oh
Oh
man,
yeah,
I haven't
see
done a
that's
triple
So you
decker in a
like
Mason
grape
knows.
on
while.
bottom
Yes,
and then
Mason
peanut
knows.
butter on both and then strawberry on top.
That's what
That's
I've
what I
done.
would
Yes,
do.
that's what I've done my
Yeah,
whole life. Not my, I
that's what
mean,
I
not
would
all the
do.
time, but
I've
like
done that with Nutella.
if I want to treat myself,
I've
I
done the
haven't had
triple
Nutella in
decker,
so
but I
long, but
just
it's too good.
oh man, I haven't had Nutella in a while
It's
either.
I
so
haven't
bad
either.
for the environment
I think
or
it's bad for you too.
something. Yeah, it's very bad. So much
Yeah,
sugar.
nothing can be that good. It can't
So
be
much,
that good
Oh,
so
and
much
they
be
had a
good
sugar.
for the world.
hazelnut. It's so good. And a lot of other sugars and chemicals. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Almonds are so delicious, but they are like just they're taking away all our water. We're giving all our water away to these fucking nuts.
I do love almonds.
Stop.
Holy
It's
shit.
true though. It takes how much it doesn't there's a
If
stat about how much water it takes to grow one almond or some bullshit. I don't know.
well, if
Oh,
you want my
really?
opinion on that, stop watering golf courses in states that it's fucking melting hot.
Every
Stop
state,
watering
every state
golf courses
it's two
or
golf courses.
yards.
You
Yeah.
choose two cities,
Hmm.
put a golf course in each one of those.
And anybody else that has a golf course, build it into a top golf because I want to go back.
Only build
But there's
top
just
golf.
so far.
Columbia's
There's
got
one in
one kind of
Columbia
now.
though.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
It's not
I do
Top
need to
Golf
go there.
though. It's not
Right.
Top Golf. It's Midway's version, which I mean, it's still good.
Spring
Don't get me wrong.
Springfield is getting a Bucky's,
Ew.
It's the biggest Bucky's, dude.
so it might be on its way
What?
to getting.
It's the
Why?
biggest
Isn't that like a
Bucky's.
Texas thing?
It's a Texas thing. I don't know
I
why. That's what I said too. I said the same
Why
thing.
would
I
they
don't know
not have
why.
the biggest Bucky's in Texas?
I
I don't know. It's so like
I
I
haven't
don't know,
been
it's
yet.
like last week. I don't know. Last week when we were talking about amusement parks and like how they, I was saying how they have like gas station merch and stuff like that. Bucky's
Yeah.
really does have like the highest quality of gas station merch, like or even more than like amusement parks.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Like
that's
truly, like they have like legit like. I think you can always tell from the packaging. It's like
Well,
legit.
and
It's
their
like this is
food's like a
actually.
step up, right?
I don't
And
know.
they
I've
have like
never had the food.
actual dude. I was
Yeah, I've never
watching
been.
last time I was at one. Uh, the chef was like yelling. There was like a head chef, like
Whoa,
yelling
wait.
at.
What?
You can stop right there. You
There
can
were
stop.
there were six people behind, like surrounded in a circle of ovens or stoves and stuff like that, like grills, and they were all cooking this like meat, like brisket and stuff like that. They were all grilling and stuff like that.
They have brisket there.
Yeah, like ribs and shit, dude. Oh my god, and the chickens,
Oh
like the
man, I gotta
whole
go.
dude. And the whole time the chef's like doing this, and they're like, "Yeah, chef," all at the same time, like, "Yeah, chef."
Oh.
They're all doing that shit, dude. It's crazy looking.
So why does our mom just come back with like tins of mint?
Because
Mints?
once the grandchildren are born, the main children no longer matter.
Oh, okay,
That's
you're
fair.
right. You're right.
That's fair. That's fair. I have something that Trace kind of to add to Trace's thing because I was talking to one of my buddies and he was actually saying how we humans are kind of have evolved to kind of eat through like all the time throughout the day just because like when it came to hunting and gathering and like Trace was saying like you you could easily starve to death. So like when people were foraging for stuff, like they would be picking berries and then eating them too at the same time to like conserve strength and energy. So, but yeah, that was funny that you brought that up because my buddy was telling me about that 6 months ago. So,
Huh.
Mm.
All right. Should we do an ad read? Should we do a segment real fast? New segment we're gonna do, new weekly. I'm gonna force myself to do this every week. So
Okay.
that we stay in line. So okay, let's do that segment. So the idea that I'm thinking for this segment is one person, I don't know, should it just be me coming up with a topic idea, or should we like switch it up every week so like one of us comes up with it and then the other two have to.
I'm pretty bad at coming up with ideas. I think I can do the ad, but like I mean I don't know what we can just experiment with it. I might come up with something.
Okay, so
funny.
I'm gonna do it this time anyway. So who knows? We'll see what happens next week.
Fine. I'm not. I don't want to go then.
No, it's my I'm the one. I had the topic anyway. I'm the one
Well,
doing the
why are
bit.
you asking me if I want to go then? If I can't go,
No, I'm saying for the next
well, what are
weeks,
we doing
then we
here?
do it. No, I'm saying for the next weeks, we can switch it up.
Oh,
Switch it
The
every
idea
week.
of me being between you guys on a park bench during this is so funny.
Dude, you're just an old man.
Me like doing this weird thing where I'm like, you guys are trying to talk through me, and so I'm like leaning forward, leaning back.
Sir,
I am just saying, if tapioca isn't a fruit, what is it?
you don't understand, man, because we're just a rock flung through space. We're spiraling around the sun like this. They think we're doing this. They tell you we're doing this, when really we're doing this.
But the Earth is flat. You know? Was I off camera?
It's flat with a dome.
Oh,
If anything,
the dome. Okay.
well, actually, they tell you like this. They go imagination. That's what they do. So they trick you. Imagination, though. When fascism comes to America, it's going to come wrapped in the American flag and holding a cross. I've been reading It Can't Happen Here by
Jesus?
Sinclair Lewis. Let's get to the ad. I think I did that a while ago. So here's the idea. Here's the product. I want you guys to come up with a small ad, like small, product or whatever for this idea I had, which just stems off of Mason's from last week. Check out last week's episode, past 66. When Mason was saying the dinosaurs that could breathe fire, now we're going to do this in Flintstones terms. Okay, so don't you fucking science nerds come at me right now. So we're going to pretend like cavemen are hanging out with dinosaurs, and these dinosaurs, again, some of them breathe fire. Mason's correct in his theory. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Mason's correct. If his theory is correct, and also the Flintstones are there, this is what's going on. It's the world we're in right now, okay? Put your VR goggles on right now. That's the world we're in. And so now there are dinosaurs that are burning shit down in the caveman area. And there's a caveman firefighting service that are trying to fight these fires, but they're only cavemen. They have so many resources and, mental ability at the time, like knowledge and stuff to do things with. So how are these cavemen firefighters fighting these fires? I don't care who goes first.
Okay. People get mad when big lizard breathe fire on hollow rock we sleep. Me too. Answer? Simple. New thing called dirt. Dirt eat fire. Like neighbor Gary eat my meat. Dirt put on fire? No fire. No fire at all. And dirt everywhere. Dirt here, dirt there, dirt in hair, dirt everywhere.
It's everywhere.
How we carry dirt? Well, loincloths. Loincloth can carry excess stuff. You put dirt in that, you hobble over, bleh, dirt eat fire. Simple.
So
Call me dirt guy.
So the product is dirt.
Product is dirt.
So you're bringing dirt. They're basically like you're
Mhm.
taking dirt in loincloths.
Mhm.
So okay, hang on. So I'm paying you. You're
Mhm.
digging up this. I got a fire.
Mhm.
You are digging up a hole of dirt.
Whoa. Can't give secrets.
You're bringing dirt in loincloths and bringing it over, and then putting it on the fire to put it out.
You got fire, we got dirt.
I like that. Okay. Trace, what do you got?
Mine's not exactly a product. It's more of a service or
Okay.
a company that you're gonna yell across the valley to.
I guess
You're not
just
gonna
like
call them.
anything that can go into like an ad read. So any kind of like anything that you can sell, as in like a product, service, something like that. I think that will qualify. Yeah.
Right. So my company name or whatever is the Stone Age Sorcerers.
Oh.
And these Neanderthals have figured out how to firebend. And so they
How they
just
die off.
know how to they know how to control the fire. So there's always abundance of fire, but they know how to control it. And that's all I have.
So the
But they're
Conjured
the Stone Age
spears.
sorcerers, man.
cavemen learn how to bend fire, like an
Yeah.
avatar.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's
Well,
simple.
before Avatar, they
Like
taught
this.
Avatar.
They taught Avatar.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Yep.
I'll tell you what though.
That's the
That's
origin story. A lot of people don't know that. I'm pretty into
Oh
anime,
yeah, I've read the
so
books and everything. I never saw that. So cool.
yeah,
but
yeah,
they just
that's
like
a lot of people
bend.
don't
They
know
just
that.
like kind of bend the fire away. What do they do with it? Put it back on the
They just
pile of
use it
rocks.
for themselves. They hit a mammoth, so it burns them up. They eat
Just use it for
that.
whatever.
Um,
Just
yeah,
trust us.
the water's a little cold, so they push the fire over there, and then they have a hot tub situation. Um, yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you
pretty much
this.
it.
I'll tell you this right
Nice.
now. That's a weird idea. But
That's
here's
doable.
but no, here's
One
what
was practical
no,
and one was
but here's what brings you up.
maybe impractical.
Here's where I'm tied though, right now, because Stone Age Sorcerers is my new favorite band name.
I say yes, baby.
Yeah.
That's a badass band name, and I'm Jibs right now. I'm saying locking it in. Copyright can't take it. I'm saying it right now.
Is that
Don't
how
take it.
copyright works?
I'm
I was
saying
trying
it,
to come up with
Tibbs, because Stone
something
Age
for
Sorcerers is
Neanderthal.
such a good band name. But
Neanderthal.
I think I'm gonna go with Masons on that one, just because
fair.
it is more
It's practical.
and it is yeah, it's more practical. That's pretty
I
much
think the acting was pretty good, but maybe
You
that
did
was
a-
just me. I don't know.
There was a good ad. No, it was a good ad.
Yeah, the delivery
Um,
was great. Delivery was
so I'm gonna
great.
put so the ID. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this in the poll on Spotify. If you're watching this on Spotify or listening or wherever, go to Spotify. It's gonna be in the poll. I'm gonna put in both of their services, and then you guys can vote to see, so we can see like which product would you get more than the other. Who knows? Maybe with Avatar. I mean, if they can figure out how to uh, bend fire, it's a great service. Honestly, you could do a lot with that.
The Cro-Magnon magma.
The Cro-Magnum Madmen.
Whoa.
Magma Magman.
Cro-Magnum Madmen.
That's pretty cool.
That's a badass band name too.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like there's a
us.
lot here. Oh, a troglodyte. The troglodyte.
I like that insult name.
You can't just make up names.
That's not an. It's
I
not
don't
made up. That's a
know.
real word. All words are made
Oh.
up. All words are made up.
Yeah, that was like as Mason was going, I was like, all right, I got a name. That's it. That's all I came
All
up
right,
with. I
pretty
was like,
good.
I do have a name, but
We'll see
that's
how it
about all
goes.
I got.
Maybe, well, there we go. Well, we got them.
Well, yours might
done.
just
We'll
get it
see.
just from the name itself, because
The
mine's
best part of
Dirt
that is
TM.
I've never seen Avatar.
Oh, I think you'd like it.
You'd like it a lot.
Yeah, I probably
I think
would.
a lot of people
That's,
like it.
you know what? I think it's
That's
kind
one
of
of
weird
those-
that you chose that as your service, even though you never have seen that show.
Well, I was just thinking about how primitive they are. I was like, what could they do? Obviously, dirt was a great substitute for it, but I'm like,
There
they
was
can't
a
do
good
anything.
one.
But I was like, they could just like wave their hands at it, and I was like, oh, what if they could fucking control it? That's just
Oh,
far
a
thinking as
fan
I got.
service where they have like they make fans,
Oh yeah, they
big
just like
giant
knit
fans.
palm leaves together, and they just fucking 10 guys are just fucking like around, and
Okay,
it's
so
just
then
spreading.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
just
spreading
spreads.
further.
that is that'd be kind of fun. It'd be like
That's
the
so
parachute,
funny.
like the parachute game that you play when you're a kid, but like for
Yes.
fighting fires.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't
well,
like
okay,
playing
so I'm
that
gonna put
game.
that in the Spotify in the polls. If you're not watching this on Spotify, go to Spotify just to do it.
The
Vote on
video's on
that.
there.
We'll see how it goes. And then yeah, there's a video on Spotify, so it's perfect. You can listen and or watch. And so we'll see how that goes. And then next week we'll see if it is still me coming up with a I don't know what to call it exactly, like it's like Shark Tank almost.
Yeah. Or
But
you
we'll
could
think of
just be like
we'll think of a new name for it though. Like
our sponsor segment.
yeah, I don't know.
Catfish corner.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
We're just bottom feeders.
All right, let's move on.
Preach.
Let's move on to news. Let's move on to local news. Okay, let's move on to local news. We got the piano bar. You guys hear about this on their Facebook? They got some secrets they're not telling anybody about.
Oh yeah,
Picture up
Oh
right now.
yeah.
This picture.
a Columbia, Missouri staple.
Yep.
Closed. I assume in the pandemic, right?
It
Probably.
Or
closed.
probably
I-
Or
because of the
actually,
pandemic.
Did it
I don't know
closed?
if it closed before or after the pandemic.
It was right
I don't-
before, I think, actually. It closed when I was in Nebraska, like it was like a year into when I was in Nebraska, I think.
Yeah, I think it was closed
When
before I
was
moved
that? Was
back
that
to Columbia.
2018?
Yeah.
2018, maybe?
September. Oh wait,
No,
I like that you know
no
that.
way.
That's my favorite quote.
There's no way.
I love that fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they all they put was shh 2024. So
They put the
we can
classic-
assume.
I mean, if you guys watched or listen, I don't think it was we didn't videotape it. We were our episode with Blake Totten from last
Yeah.
year. Oh man, remember that? Seems like forever.
Probably a year ago, almost exactly.
Almost
Wow.
exactly a year ago, actually, which is kind of creepy. Almost like Piano Bar was listening to the episode and getting their shit together in the last year.
Dun.
Just for this little Mellow Brick Road pump, the little audience
up.
pump that they get. And we were talking to Blake, and we had the picture, and I know the thumbnail. If you go to the episode, the thumbnail has the wooden board that you made for him, the penguin.
Yeah, the little
symbol on
circle
it, the circle board
logo.
Yeah, circle logo. So that's what it used to look. If you go to their Facebook page, that's what it is. The penguin with the cocktail. It's got like a top
Mhm.
hat, I think. Is it a
Yep.
Top
So.
hat, monocle, tie.
And I
think it
believe he
does
has a
have a monocle.
monocle. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah,
have
he does have a
monocle.
monocle
I went there a lot.
and a bow tie.
I love that bar, and so I'm excited to see it's coming back. It says until 2024
He's
or
got a
something.
cane.
Yeah. And they mentioned in the comments
I have a cane.
on their Facebook page about it may have a restaurant, the nightclub that's upstairs, which I wasn't crazy into, that we talked about. Roxy's may be back. We don't know yet, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they're
that's
not answering
that
any
is
questions
cool.
right now. People are asking.
But
Apparently,
yeah,
it's supposed
I
to be a
think-
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's fine. That would be cool to kind of have a nice like dinner and then just be listening to some piano music. That'd be cool.
Oh,
it's
man.
but
I
that
prefer
won't be-
drinking and
that's not
listening,
the
but
that's not
whatever.
the same because the first thing I heard or I thought of when I heard restaurant was more tables. There's gonna be more tables in the way.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I
and
don't-
then
Maybe.
that just means you can't. There'll be like more waitresses walking around. They'll have plates and trays of food, so it's not just like walking by. I don't know.
Well,
'Cause that
here's
that
the
place would get crowded.
yeah.
You know? And
So
I don't think
wouldn't
it's
that
gonna
be
be like
better
that again.
though? Yeah. Don't
I
you,
told
do
I
you
told
want it
Trace.
crowded?
I told Trace if I went there on opening night and I saw a line like 2 blocks down for Piano Bar, I would be psyched. I
Yeah.
liked when
That
piano.
sounds terrible.
I liked when piano was busy, man.
But the floor was sticky.
The
Well, I
floor
would
was
just-
constantly
It
sticky.
was fun.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Ooh,
I
la.
liked it when it was full, but now that I'm older, if I go to a bar and like I'm drinking, I want to be able to get drinks. you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is one
So
thing.
like if I have to wait in line for a drink, I don't want to be there. Even if like the music's good, like I don't want to be there.
That's why you get the strongest drinks.
I know, but still, if you're waiting an hour and you drink 2 drinks within an hour, you're only getting half as drunk. That's how math works.
My thing about piano was it was a guarantee I was gonna get a drink spilled on me.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I always
every
left
time,
that
every night.
place
Oh yeah.
with a shoulder completely soaked or my back or my jeans or whatever, like soaked every single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It was
Shoes,
either some random person throwing a drink, bumping me, or
purposely, I
purposely.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College guys.
Fucking asshole.
But that's what like that's just like what
It's kind of
there's
what you do though.
some people do that. I don't
Yeah.
know
I
why they
mean-
do that, but some people do that.
Yeah. If I ever did it, it's because I am clumsy. But that's
Yeah, me too.
Another positive on piano is moms. Mom's
I did
weekend.
like hanging out with moms. It was because it was fun when I was in college. Because they were like, oh, because I mean, when they come for Parents' Day, like sometimes the moms like come to party. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
is,
Yeah.
it's
They're like
oh, yeah.
more into it
sometimes
than
it's
we
like
were.
sometimes you're like,
Yeah.
holy, like you see like some like couples and they're like, I mean, like in their 60s, sometimes like 70s, and they're like fucking going hard, and you're like, holy
Oh.
shit.
I've seen like the
and women are,
mid
like,
40s that their first kid is in college and it's like, oh, I get to relive my days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see a lot of that too. Well, I'm talking like on game days is when you see like the really, really like aggressive dads and like
Yeah.
grandpas and uncles and shit, like the old men that are at all the college bars, and you're like, you're being creepy and you're being really aggressive right now. You need to leave.
Yeah,
are
they're like
nasty.
claiming entire sections, and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
you have 4 people. You don't need this entire 18-person table. Like, chill the fuck
Now,
out.
as like being out of college for like 5 years, I wonder what it would be like going back during like Parents' Weekend and seeing all those moms.
Still pretty busy.
I bet it'd still be fun. Columbia downtown just doesn't seem as fun without piano. Ever since piano closed, it just feels dead. So that's why I want to see people at piano, because piano was like so much fun. It was like the place to like end the night
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the most part.
But that was one of the best parts was running into somebody because you're going to.
Oh yeah. You
Like, you
always
didn't
run
make-
someone, you know?
always running.
You had like a group of 3 or 4, but then you'd run into another group of 3 or 4, and you're like, yo, what the fuck?
see 'em,
And you're
you'd
like
be like-
trying
you'd
to like
be-
get tables
You'd be
and
dancing in the
Yeah.
middle of the crowd, and you'd like look over at the entrance, and you're like, no, no,
yeah. We're here. And they're like trying to fucking
and you're coming over, and then you're like, oh, and you get
Yeah.
spilled and shit.
spilling
Ooh,
drinks on
sorry.
people.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, yeah.
Man, so much fun. They're like, we're gonna go up to Roxy, let's go. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna get another drink and I'll meet you up there. And then they go, and
Yeah,
you're like, fuck no.
I don't
not
mind
good.
Like,
Roxy's.
we're going to. I didn't really mind it.
Roxy's was
It was
really
never
sticky though.
It was never my first choice, but if other people wanted to go, I'd be like, fine, I'll get a drink up there, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'd go up there, but
But-
there was never anywhere to
We're
sit.
gonna go to Nash
and-
Vegas. I'm like, no, it's not. Dude.
Oh, I've never been.
Don't go.
Never been.
So crowded. That was my number one thing. People were always like, "You hate country," and I'm like, first of all, it's crowded as hell, man. That piano and Nash Vegas should have been switched, because Nash Vegas had way too many people in it for how small it was. So I feel like they needed more space, or they needed somewhere to like have more space.
Yeah,
Because it was
it's a pretty small bar.
always crowded and loud, because people are like jumping in, their fucking hooting and hollering, and they're stomping their boots and flinging their.
I like how you
You just
belt
wrote a
buckles
country
and-
song right there.
Yeah, you end up
You
getting
just
a little
wrote a
southern
country hook.
twang when you said boots
I am an actor, and
with them blue jeans and the
Yeah,
cowboy
and then
boots.
secondly, the music. I just didn't care for the live music. I mean, it was
Yeah.
fine. I like
Yeah, live music.
Piano's live music was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's more music that I enjoy because it's all like classic rock and
They were pretty good if you put
Yeah.
in like your own too. I loved putting in my own requests.
oh yeah.
That was always
Yeah,
fun.
but we don't need the Office theme song 9 times in an
oh
hour.
yeah, that
I love The Office, but come
I would be the
on.
guy that would pay the $10 or even $20 a couple times to stop that after
Yeah.
like this third time or the second time. Just be like, here's $20. Please just play Elton John.
Yeah.
Don't
please.
play the rest of those. And then I remember
Yeah.
one time, I like when they do like the birthdays and they had the person, they'd write their name and whatnot on the mirror. That giant mirror.
Mhm.
Oh God, I hope that giant mirror is still there. That is so
I think last time
classic.
I went in there, wherever what the bar is called, Gold's Bar, I think. I think it was
It's
still up there
there
last time I
now.
went there.
I think it's
Yeah.
closed now.
Oh, really? It doesn't
Yeah,
surprise me.
I think our cousin had told us that it had recently closed,
Oh,
which is probably
he just
why
told us that.
piano's
I
kind of
Yeah, I think it was like a
coming back.
karaoke bar.
I've never done that.
Karaoke
It's
bars are
That could be
fun.
hit or miss.
Mason, do you
Yeah.
remember that bar that we used to go to? It was not downtown.
McGinty's.
McGinty's, thank you. I was trying. This is what I was telling you and Chase about Trace. I think I put the pub. I think I put McGinty's pub like the picture of it on the episode, but it was not downtown. It's why I loved it. It was kind of like off the path
That's
a little
also a
bit,
very small bar.
down off the
Whoa.
path. Very small. It was definitely like a 50, 40 and up a requirement almost. I don't know how we always manage to sneak in under 40 every time. And on Saturdays they did karaoke, and they had a pool table and all that stuff. It was not very big, and they would play like classic rock and like old country karaoke style. So much fun. Just all these old people or older people. It was just chill.
Yeah.
The
I like
waitress was
holes in the
always
wall.
she was beautiful. I went there too. Yeah, I was creepy with her. Not
I
creepy,
definitely
just
enjoy
noticed her.
I
Never said anything romantic
I
though.
more enjoy places that the older crowd is at, for
Yeah.
sure. And
It is.
always have. Like I never
Yeah.
got into that.
Dude. When I was living in Illinois, our favorite, like the guys I worked with, our favorite bar to go to was in this town of like 600 people. And we just go there. There'd be like the five regulars, and then like you'd go in, and then everyone would be like, "Oh, hey," and then we'd be like, "Rounds for everyone," because you're only spending like $25 because everyone's just getting a beer.
Yeah.
And
That'd be sweet.
so, and like you
A
buy
lot
rounds,
cheaper
and then
than
everyone else would buy rounds, and it was a fun time. Yeah,
I want to go to a bar where they do the wooden nickels. Have you seen that? Where you like buy chips or something?
yeah, they did that too. So they had chips for beer, mixed drinks, and then shots,
That's
I
Oh,
think.
that's
cool.
kind of cool.
And
I do
so
like
basically,
that.
you just get a round of whatever they're drinking. If they just got a new drink, they got a token. Yeah,
Hmm,
no, it was
that's
fun.
neat. I like that.
Yeah, that's where I also learned to play a different horse racing game. But
Hmm.
instead of cards, you had quarters, and I forgot how it played, but I lost like $20 in quarters one day trying to play that game.
Hell yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Oh, it was fun.
Hell
They
yeah.
screwed me though, the locals did, but it was a fun time.
You know what? Speaking of small town living, I wanted to show you guys this video here that I saw the other day. Let me just get her pulled up here. And so we live
No
in an
way.
area where people drive,
Dude.
and there's always like the small highways, just the 2 lane roads, and there's every so often around harvest time you get those gigantic tractors that take up a lane and a half, maybe 2 lanes, and they're just
Mhm.
like halfway off the road, and you can't really pass them, and you just have to kind of wait until it's safe to go around them or they wave you over or whatever. It sucks. They only go like 10 miles an hour. And so they're really some of them sit really high up because they're tractors, and they're always you're always like, oh man, be kind of when you're younger you're like, man, it'd be cool to drive underneath that, like Fast and Furious or something, like Hot Wheels or whatever. And but it's not, you're not, there's no car that's, you wouldn't be able to do it. It's not in any of my cars that I drove. But this is a video of these two people. There's no sound, so don't worry.
The
But
Dude,
look at
I would
this.
never try this.
I would never try this. No, I don't know what kind
They
of car
have to
they
know the
have.
guy in here.
That's what I was wondering too.
That's what I was thinking. They have
They
to know
have
this
to.
dude.
Wow, that seemed
I don't know.
a lot better than I thought it would be, though.
And they drove underneath it like that.
That's a small car.
That is a
Yeah.
small car.
Because like it is a lot of space, like they are way up in the air, but you just think, I still can't make it. There's no way. But
Yeah.
whatever they're driving, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's really crazy if it's real, and it's super dangerous. Also, don't do
I
this.
also
I
wouldn't
don't
try to do it when there's other cars coming on the opposite side of the road.
Yeah. What if that guy
Can you
freaks out and
Yeah, dude.
Can you
yanks?
imagine?
Yeah,
Yeah, because if he sees other cars coming, he might want to like swerve over a little bit more to give them extra
Yeah.
room. And if you're underneath that and you don't realize, you are fucked.
Why would they? No one would do that. Why would they think someone's under them?
Yeah, yeah. Why would they ever think that? That makes no
Yeah.
sense. Who knows? Maybe like maybe Tesla cars if they're small enough, maybe they'll see it and go, I can get underneath that, and they'll just. Zzz.
Ooh, that'd be so freaky.
But what if
If it was just like, I can make it.
what if you don't realize though at the front of that tractor is all those like spikes and stuff, and you just can't see them from the back? So like you're driving, and then like right before you get there, you see them, and they're definitely gonna hit your car, and you're like, oh shit! And like, do you go forward? Do you keep going, or do you like stop, or like what do you do? Now it's like a weird Frogger
You don't do
game.
it.
You
You
just
don't
don't
do
do
it.
it. You just don't do it. Hey,
Yeah.
hey guys, don't do it.
Don't do that.
Just don't do it. Just don't
Do
do it.
that. I mean, don't do that shit.
Just don't do it. That's the new slogan for Nike. Just don't do it.
Unless it's child sweatshops, then do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah. They're cool with that for sure. Let's see. I do have one
More
more
power to 'em.
video. I do have one more video. If you guys want to see, but I had to end the episode off to kind of round everything out here. One more little
Okay.
update. Trace gave us a little update news story. I could give also an update news story as well. I have one that Mason, you are gonna like. It's this. I found
Ooh.
actually updated, new evidence of the alien mummy things.
In Mexico?
Actual, there's Peru ones now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the ones that are made of cake.
Oh, dude, I saw that. I was like, dude, those cakes. First off, we should talk about
That's
those
so
cakes. 'Cause
fucking
those things
funny.
are crazy.
I did. Wait, what?
Here's what I want to say. My little nieces, there's a TV show called Is It Cake or something. Mikey Day is the host of it. And it's just these chefs that like cook cakes that look like other things, and Mikey Day with a knife, and he's like, "Is it cake?" And he fucking slices into it. And it is actually so enjoyable to watch. Like I was so into it with my little nieces. It was so funny.
Yeah, the third episode when it wasn't a cake was kind of rough though.
Yeah. It's it's like they have just some of the most random judges and shit, and it's just like, how can this be hard at all? And then they'll flip the thing around and you're like, oh fuck, I don't know which one's cake.
Oh man,
It's crazy.
That might be a real baby. I don't know.
So I found this. This is shocking footage of this
Hey, like it's not going to be shocking.
of new video. This is video evidence of these Mexican aliens, and you guys, you have got to see it. It is very compelling.
You son of a bitch.
The worst part is, Trace, that's what they look like.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Look at it. Look how it moves.
That is a it's
It
a
looks like the
specimen.
worm
you
guy
compelled?
from Men in Black.
It does look
It
like Men in
does
Black.
look like that.
It looks like the chocolate grandma from SpongeBob.
Yeah, it does.
chocolate. Chocolate. When I first tasted chocolate?
Wow, how can
it. I always
how can
hated it.
people not believe this? That's
Yeah.
riveting evidence right there, man.
Yeah. So
Are they
and-
really saying the ones in Mexico might be fucking real?
I don't know.
There's no
So-
way.
they say that they've been mummified for like over 1,000 years, and that there is like they did some kind of scan on it or something and found that in one of them had fallopian tubes
Fallopian tubes.
with like dried egg cells or something.
What about this?
Oh, they're little. I didn't realize they were
yeah.
that small.
How about this
So,
though?
they're like
But
6
this-
inches, so they're average. Okay.
How about this theory, Mason? People used to be smaller, right?
Yeah.
People used to be shorter.
They used to fire bend too, so
True.
So what if
Uh-huh.
someone back in the Dizzy, you know,
Uh-huh.
because they tried to build themselves a little companion,
A canyon.
a companion, a companion,
CUM.
companion.
What are they
Okay.
doing that for?
Well, these days we have like those really high tech sex robots, right? That are very lifelike. We have
Okay.
those resources to build those. What if someone was trying to build their own,
Sex robot?
yeah, sex thing, and they got this
Sex clump of dirt.
Yeah, that
lump
wouldn't be
of
that
I mean, they
good.
just look like they're fucking made of plaster or something.
how old is it again? It's supposed to be like really
Oh, the
old.
aliens are the sex toy?
Yeah, that's what
Said
I'm
1,000
saying.
years.
Because they're so
Oh.
small, and people used to be smaller. So like maybe it was like more to that size, and then it like shriveled up.
6 inches?
It's bigger than 6 inches.
I don't think they're that big, are they?
6 inches is
Um,
like that
this
big.
maybe like a foot and a half.
Like
I
The
this
mean,
big,
they're
aliens,
2
6 inches?
feet
Yeah.
maybe.
the size of
They're
the
not.
aliens, only 2 feet.
Yeah.
That's like they have it. The picture I'm looking at's it's like a CAT scan or MRI, whatever, and the doctor's standing next to it. Yeah, it's probably 2 foot, foot and a half.
Mm. Yeah.
I
They're
didn't
Well,
realize
so
I didn't realize it was so small.
yeah.
I didn't either until I saw that picture, but dude, I don't know.
So these are the ones. I guess I need to
I'm
read up
looking at the
more on
Mexican
this.
ones. the Peruvian thing, I don't know.
They're saying
Yeah.
that they found them in Peru, and then the Peruvian government wasn't buying it, I guess, or whatever. They weren't having it. Let's just say that they weren't
Yeah.
having it, and so he took them from Peru, from the Peruvian government, and he took them to Mexico and revealed them there. And Mexico was like, "Fuck
Dude,
yeah!"
did you guys just hear that? I think an explosion just happened outside. I just saw a big flash and a big boom afterwards. Crazy. Okay, let's continue though. Sorry.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Dude,
You
I
saw
don't
a
know
big
what happened.
explosion?
No, I just heard a big, or I saw like a flash of light, which I had my blinds open. I just realized, and then immediately after, I just heard. Boom. I'm like,
This is what you call a cliffhanger for next week.
Where's your dog?
yeah.
Where's your dog? What did Molly do? That's you know what the
Man.
poll is going to be. Which product would you buy? Trace's um Stone Age Sorcerers Firebending
R-
or Mason's Dirt service? Okay, that's the poll,
It
and
knew.
the question is going to be
The
on
dirt
Spotify. This is going to
boys.
be on Spotify. The question is going to be, what did Molly Mason's little dog Dachshund? What did she do
Come here.
to cause that flash and explosion?
Oh, there she
There
is.
she is. What did you do, you little devil?
Man, if you're listening, you gotta watch.
Yeah, you're missing
You
out.
gotta
She's so
watch.
cute.
Oh,
Look
you're
at her
such
little
a
pink
cutie.
collar.
You're
She's
such a cutie. Your
Yeah, she's
breath smells like ass, though.
it
Maybe because
always
you eat your
does.
ass all day.
Yeah, she
Whoop.
does.
Back down.
Yeah, she does. All right. Does anybody have any closing thoughts at all?
I think my
Um,
neighbor's house blew up.
You should. Yeah. Well, you'll give us an update on that
Yeah.
next week.
I just want to say that
It didn't.
physics professor Brian Cox is skeptical about the aliens.
Brian.
And I've heard him say some cool shit in the past, so that's it. I don't know. I don't know more than that.
I said my
guy.
thing. I said my thing about fascism already about the how it's going to come
Yeah.
to America. So just keep
You
your
hit
eye
your
out for
quota.
that. So keep your eye out for that. Let's see. If you want to keep up with the show on social media and get in touch with us, you can email the show at mellowbrickroad.podcast@gmail.com. There it is right there. Boop. I think I'm going to have it drop down from the top this week, actually. It's going to go boom, right up there. If you want to follow the show on social media, we got a Facebook page at Mellow Brick Road. On Facebook, you can check out all the updates from the show there. We even put in the day before the episode airs on Tuesdays, sometimes Mondays. I think mostly just Tuesdays. We'll send a couple pictures on the Facebook that are like related to
Yeah.
the upcoming episode. So then you can kind of like figure out what you think's going to happen, what we're going to
Yeah.
talk
A little
about.
preview to see if you can connect the dots of this winding path.
Last week we talked about anime and Trace didn't know what weeaboo meant. So I put a picture of a guy dressed as a trash can and it said your waifu. and then it had like a bunch of anime girls at an anime convention, which I thought was
Bro,
so
I don't
fucking
think you guys
funny.
realize how hilarious that is because he's saying
Dude,
your waifu is trash,
I
bro.
was laughing so
I-
fucking.
yeah.
Thank you. You know what? It's now that Mason's explained it, it's a lot funnier.
That's
No,
it's
but it
so
said
funny.
it said what's a weeaboo on there, so it's like shit like that. So like I'll put like stuff like that on there. We also have an Instagram page. I do the same thing on there. Mellowbrickroad.podcast on Instagram. And if you want to, we're eventually going to get a TikTok page. I think we're going to figure out TikTok, and someone's going to figure that out so we can put like clips on there. If you want clips from the episodes, you can go to YouTube. If you're already on YouTube watching, what's up? Hit that bell, subscribe, like button.
Yeah.
You know that good stuff. And we also have a clips page. Go to our playlist. We have clips there, and you can also go to the Mellow Brick Road podcast playlist. There's every episode, I think, up to like 30. I think 35 was with Alex Durbin. That was our first video episode. So I think it's only down to there. If you want the rest, they're on Spotify, the audio versions. Let's see. If you want to follow me on social media, I think I'm only on Instagram right now. Instagram at Van Windsor. Check me out there. I just posted a video yesterday. I saw a couple foxes on the property and the pond, and I took an
Neat.
amazing like nature documentary video on there. It looks real good. Go on there, check it out. Trace, where can people find you?
You can follow me at TW Projects on Facebook. Come check out what I'm working on. I'm slowly getting through my list of stuff, and the holiday season's coming around. So if you need a gift, if you need something so your mother-in-law will get off your back, I'll take care of it. But yeah, come check it out. There's plenty of things that I kind of do seasonally. So there'll be some
Boom.
posts going up soon.
Boom, there they are.
And
Boom, here they come.
whoa,
And-
whoa,
Well,
easy, easy.
I'm not
Yeah,
that good
TW
at
Projects on Facebook. Hey, buy a t-shirt, buy a hoodie. We got them. Buy
Yeah,
them.
they're soft.
Any color you want.
any color,
Any color.
Made of 100%
like
hemp.
periwinkle.
I don't know if they're not made of hemp, I don't think.
Okay, Van and I are gonna guess what periwinkle is. I'm gonna say a soft blue.
It's a purplish.
It's purplish.
Yeah,
I think
know
it's
what
like
Damn
darker purple.
I know what periwinkle is.
You can get soft blue and periwinkle.
Nice.
I do like both those colors. Do you have a
Maybe.
navy?
I don't know.
I bet you can. Mason, what about you? Where can people find you on the interwebs if you want to be found? If you want to be found.
So, I mean, I'm okay with being found. I'm on Instagram. I haven't posted anything yet. I'm still kind of figuring out what I should post for my first one, and maybe I should just post something and just get it over with. That's Mason Greenville.
Should we put it to a vote? What you should do?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I say
Leave
post
them in charge.
Picture of Molly. No, me and you.
No, I don't like that. That's trying
Oh.
too hard.
That'd be easiest.
I don't know. I don't
Oh.
like taking pictures of my dog. She's not very photogenic.
Oh, I think we just lost Trace's video. Right at the end there.
I'm trying.
He's on the path. Oh,
You have to feel. Oh, I get it. Watch the play. Hey, you know what? That's a
I
good
ran
plug.
off.
I'll go ahead and plug the show. We have an Instagram. We have an email. I know, off the path.podcast@gmail.com. I know that. If you guys want to send us like, I don't even know what, because we haven't
discussions that you guys
discussions.
want us to talk about.
We
That
haven't talked about anything yet. I mean, the episode hasn't aired yet.
yeah.
But
Well,
when
for
it
next
does,
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, once it airs, yeah, we'll get all that stuff going. Yeah, we'll really plug it. But get ready for Off the Path, Mason and I's show, where we just kind of go all over the place. You don't know where we're going to talk, and we always lose track of what we're talking about anyway.
Yeah. So if you
And-
do want to give us things to talk about, it'd probably keep us on topic.
Yeah, we want to try and figure out a way to get the audience involved so they can like kind of keep us on the path, because we like to fall off the path a lot. So we're gonna work on
Yeah.
that. So we'll let you know when that's ready to go. But until then, everybody, am I missing anything? Don't forget to like the show wherever you're listening to it.
Like,
Spotify,
subscribe.
Apple Podcasts, Pandora, TuneIn.
Shout out to
I think
Hoopla.
there was a thing.
Shout out Hoopla.
Hoopla.
Good call. Shout out Hoopla. Mason's getting his
Fucking love
library card
Hoopla.
soon.
Oh yeah, I still need.
Can't wait. Let's see, everyone. I think we've come to the end of our path today. End of path number 67. Next week will be
Alright.
68.
All right.
And next week will be even more fun because it's gonna get real sexy in a couple of weeks. So get the lube ready now.
Sexy.
You got 2 weeks. Get the lube
I'm
ready.
allergic to lube.
Well, they make all kinds of lube Everybody, this has been a great path. We'll see you next week. Thank you all so much for coming. We love you. Mellow manifestations, everybody.
Peace and blessings.
See you later. I don't have a thing.
We'll,
All right, end the show.
we'll figure-